Let's watch it.
In this video, I'm traveling the world to find the best street food on the planet, ranging from chili crab in Singapore to durian in Malaysia and so much more. But we're starting here in Iceland at the most famous hot dog stand on the planet. This is Bæjarins Betsu Pilser. It translates to the best hot dog in town, and they only serve one item, their famous lamb hot dog. They may look simple, but people come from all over the world to try these, and there's always a lot.
That looks so mid.
One with everything. She's putting some fried onions, then some raw onions, then a little bit of ketchup, then they put the hot dog in, and you finish it off with some sweet mustard and this remoulade sauce. Thank you so much. I want to find someone from Iceland to eat one of these dogs with me. Excuse me.
Hello.
Are you from Iceland?
Yeah.
Any chance you like these hot dogs?
Yes, definitely.
Would you eat one with me?
Yeah. Here we say skál before we eat. This is like cheers, skál.
Skál. This is amazing.
Fantastic.
The hot dog has the perfect snap when you bite into it. I'm freezing. I can't feel any of my fingers. This just warms you up inside out. I actually would eat 5 or 6 or 7 more of these right now.
This is comfort food.
I can see now why that's the most famous hot dog stand anywhere in the world. This hot dog makes me want to do this dance. Our next street food stop is Singapore, and here the street food stands are called hawker stalls. The first spot we'll visit is called Hawker Chan. It's the first street food stand to ever win a Michelin star, and it's also the cheapest Michelin star.
Nah, that is freaky, the amount of chickens. That's like straight up bullying.
Meal on the planet. This is the dish that won them their star. It's amazing to me how much they're doing in such a small space. There's so much going on in here, it's so hot, but they are cranking out some of the best food anywhere in the world. There are only 3 people back here. It looks like the guy in the back is doing some of the prep. This gentleman up here is chopping up all the chicken, and then she's bagging everything up there and putting on the finishing touches. And I believe she also runs the customers in the line, which wraps all the way around the corner and never seems to stop. It's only 10:42 in the morning. People are eating chicken and rice. We met a subscriber named Lucas, who's from Singapore. Did we come to the right spot?
Of course.
What's so good about chicken rice here?
Here's where the first chicken rice from Singapore came from.
And it's so simple, right? It's literally just really well seasoned chicken and rice. I think he's making our dish right now. Thank you so much. It's also classic to get some of these vinegar green chilies, some of this spicy sauce, and then some of this black soy sauce. I know this.
Bro, why is it straight up black? I've never heard of black sauce.
This is going to be packed with all kinds of flavor. In front of us, we've got 3 dishes. Their signature soy sauce chicken with egg noodles, the soy sauce chicken with rice, and finally the meat platter, which has 3 different types of pork on it. They don't overcomplicate things, they just keep it simple and they do it very well. I'm going to start with the chicken and noodles. Here we go. They're sort of al dente, which is really cool. I thought they were going to be all soft and mushy, but they have a very nice bite to them. The big moment of truth here, though, the chicken. The skin almost has that kind of Peking duck look, and I just want to show you it from the side, how juicy it is. We dip some of that in that extra soy. It's just stunning. That is a special bite. The chicken is fatty, it's so juicy and tender. The flavor on the skin, unbelievable. I can taste why they got their Michelin star, that's for sure. With my rice, I'm gonna pour on some of that spicy sauce. And yes, I am getting better with spice. Am I amazing with it? Not yet. But at least I'm trying. Spicier than I thought it would be. The pork is the same. That guy was the tiniest chef that I've ever met, but the flavors are the exact opposite. They are,
to be fair, he's like 6'25".
massive. Nothing better than a cold drink on a hot day. Just listen. Oh, I want to try one thing. We just came out with a brand new line of seasonings for Osmo. I'm holding the Golden Gourmet. It's perfect for chicken. And I truly believe that with our new line of seasonings, which is now, by the way, in Walmart, that everything tastes better with Osmo. So let's see. Does the world's cheapest Michelin star meal actually taste better with Osmo? This is exceptional. This is really good. Mwah! That's me. I'm right there thanks to all of you guys watching. I'm creating the best seasonings that I can possibly create, and this stuff is fantastic. We have blends of Osmo that work with vegetables, chicken, steak, seafood, anything you could ever want. So do yourself a favor and go to your local Walmart or our website and get yourself some Osmo before it's all sold out. It is delicious. Our second restaurant is called Kang Ang Ki. Here, they serve one of Singapore's most iconic dishes, chili crab. I've wanted to try chili crab for as long as I can remember, so I can't wait. This is Paul. He's from the family that owns the restaurant. Can we go to the kitchen and see how chili crab is made?
Yes.
This is gonna be fun.
All right, that's the
yes.
Wow, look at that thing. This is what the Singaporean chili crab is made from. 4 of my fingers fit over one of his claws. Every crab is getting chopped into 6 parts here, and he's got a lot more crabs to go right over there. This is insane. Look at the flame under the wok. Wow, it sounds and looks just like a jet engine. First, he's poaching it in water, so he's cooked it just a little bit, and then he's putting some oil into his wok, tomato paste, and chili. In we go with the crab, quick wok toss, a little bit of water.
Jeez.
One of the keys to the cooking here is how powerful and big their flames are. You could not do something like this at home. The finishing touch in chili crab, they grab some egg and then they pour it in there and it makes this kind of last minute streaky egg mixture. And then all that's left to do is plate it. He's gonna pour on all that beautiful sauce.
That's the chili crab.
Wow, look at that. We're gonna watch him make the black pepper
That
crab
looks
now.
so
Is there
good.
garlic in there?
Garlic, onions, and now it's really tossing, get all the flavors of the black pepper out.
So this black pepper crab is a little bit more spicy, correct?
Yes, it's spicier than the chili.
He added some butter, some seasoning. Look at that wok toss. Come on.
A little bit of more black pepper.
And this is a thick black pepper sauce that they make. That's what's gonna have a lot of spice to it too. The glaze is lighter, but it just packs more of a punch on the spice. Almost burns my eyes a little bit.
So what you're gonna have here is Singapore cuisine. Street food style, black pepper crab, chili crab. Normally in Singapore, chili crab, it goes with fried buns.
This looks like six-pack abs. Let's taste the sauce first. The egg gives it a really soft and silky texture. The actual sauce is almost like a slightly more spicy sweet and sour sauce
Is it weird to say that I haven't had crab? I don't think. I want to have it.
without the gooiness and stickiness.
Spot on. That's how the flavor is. Sweetness, sourness, you can taste some garlic in it.
It's got the perfect balance of everything. It's not too spicy, and I can tell it's not gonna overpower the crab.
Now you take a big chunk of egg, sauce, everything.
We're building layers of flavor now.
Yeah.
We're starting to have some fun with it.
The most chunky piece is definitely the claw. You're my guest.
Oh, thank you.
This.
Thank you. Look at this claw. It's very heavy. Juice everywhere. Look how flaky the meat is. It's so interesting because it has that normal sweet crab flavor, but the texture is unlike any crab I've ever had. It splits apart like this in your mouth, which I would not have expected. Look at that.
Oh. Everything together, it makes sense, right? The sweetness, the sourness.
You get everything. Yes. Look at my hand. Let's take one quick bite of the black pepper crab. You've made me a little nervous now because of how spicy it is. This time, you have the nice claw.
No, you're the guest.
No, please, please. I insist. It's not as spicy as I thought it was gonna be.
That's sweetness, right?
It's a smooth spice. You have the flavor change throughout the whole time you're eating it. I think I like it better than the chili crab. We are now in Bangkok, Thailand. I'm here with my friend Mark.
Hi.
And we're at the legendary J5. If you didn't already know, J5 is one of the most famous street food
spam
chefs
walks
on the planet. She's 80 years old. She cooks with ski goggles, and she's got the only Michelin-starred street stall in all of Thailand.
J actually means auntie, and then Phi, if you look closely, you can see she has a mole. So it actually translates directly to auntie mole.
What is going on here?
She gets a lot of people coming, and a lot of people get really close to the fire and want to take photos. She actually had to make this whole barricade so people don't get too close. She truly is a hero of Thai street food.
Bro, she's famous. Like what? She's like probably the most famous person in Thailand.
And she cooks everything over charcoal. And when she lights that charcoal, she actually has this blower, like a leaf blower. So it blows air and just fans that flame, and then sparks come out, and that's why she wears the goggles.
The iconic dish here is the crab omelet. Let's order.
This is gonna be our omelet.
Oh.
Here it goes in.
Look at that.
And she's a master of controlling the fire, because if the flame was too hot, it would burn, but if it's not hot enough, it would just absorb that oil. Now she's gonna form it into a roll and then seal it with more egg. In that entire omelet, there's only 2 eggs.
What?
It's overwhelmed by the amount of crab that she uses.
I've gotten to work in multiple professional kitchens. This might be the hottest I've ever been. I can't believe she's 80 years old. Look at what she's doing. I know a bunch of 18-year-olds who can't even handle this kind of thing.
Like, whoa, fireworks.
I got too excited and we ordered multiple foods here. So this is tom yum soup now.
Look at that, she just throws in ingredients. She just knows everything by heart.
Little lime juice in there, just some fresh basil on the top to finish it off, and it's done. I could sit here all day and watch this.
Drunken noodles, here it is.
Look at the size of those shrimp.
These noodles are really hard to cook because if you don't have the right heat on them, they'll stick together.
Bro, call her Chef Mole. Chef Mole. Nah, but that's insane though. She's 80. That's crazy.
This is another dish we ordered, shrimp fried with
Like, she's
coconut
cooking,
shoots.
literally.
We just aren't stopping. We're getting everything. She's done, that was it?
That's done.
She's so fast, she's just cranking them out. That was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Are you ready for that cross section? So one of the best ways to eat it is burrito style. Wow. The sweetness of the crab and the crispiness of the egg. It's like the egg is just holding the crab together.
It's almost like a fried dough.
This is actually a sweet sauce. It kind of balances the savoriness of it. Got a harmony of flavor with that
This is
sauce.
seriously crazy good. From that bite, I understand why people line up here at 5 a.m.
This is a work of art.
I'm dying to try this one.
should
Coconut
definitely
shoots
go.
stir-fried with shrimp and with fresh chilies.
Cool. Doesn't taste at all like coconut. So unique. The glaze on there that she made. I want to show one of these shrimp. That's not a shrimp. That's a lobster. J5, I love you. We can't do it without a noodle.
Look at that wok hei on there, the char.
Oh man. Tastes sort of like a luxury noodle. It's a level above most street food that I've ever experienced.
She's breaking the stereotype of what most people think street food is. Let's chase it down with the tom yum.
Ooh.
That is fantastic.
Oh, it's got a kick to it a little bit though. I need a big breath of eucalyptus and lemongrass to wake me up. Oh, that's good.
You are truly initiated into Thailand.
I'm in Vietnam now. You gotta be careful crossing the street,
So he's just going to all Asian countries.
or you'll get hit. Like I almost just did. And we're gonna eat some street food. This restaurant is called Gumya Soima Susu, and they have something called waterfall chicken. It's something that you'll probably never see anywhere else in your entire life. This is the machine that they cook the waterfall chicken in. Once he turns it on, hot oil is gonna fall from above. I just put in my order, so he's gonna start with some pre-cooked chicken. Now he's gonna turn on the hot oil. Immediately you get this super sharp sound, this popping, cracking, sizzling, and the chicken starts to cook. This is the same temperature oil that you would have in a deep fryer, but it's just falling from the sky instead. If you close your eyes, it almost sounds like really, really heavy rainfall. This is such an interesting cooking method. The oil waterfall method is rarely seen outside Vietnam. It's so hot standing right next to it, and he stands here cooking this chicken all day. We even had to temporarily put our camera in the fridge to cool it down. Please excuse my sweat. Back to the chicken, he's gonna get both sides, and the color on that chicken changes right before your eyes. It looks like now our chicken is nice and golden brown, so he'll pull it up to the top where I think it's gonna leak off some of that oil. And while the chicken rests, we can jump over to this machine here. The chicken that we just saw also comes with a stir-fried rice, and this is the machine that they use to make that stir-fried rice. First, they scoop up some pre-made rice. Now he's putting down some oil, greasing up the whole bottom of the pan. Boom, and then he adds in the rice. Part of this is kind of for show. The rice is already cooked. The other part of it is to get it nice and hot with a little bit of added texture. To finish it off, they add down some hot rice fresh off the pan, a little bit of cucumber and tomatoes, as well as some Vietnamese coriander.
Why does that orange like rice look so good? Like it just looks better than white rice.
And once that chicken's on there, it goes straight out to the customer. It's such a simple plate, but I am rarely this excited to try some food. This is like a school cafeteria back here. The chicken looks crazy juicy. The flavor is so deep. They've clearly been marinating this for a long time. I just can't get over how they cook this. I can't believe that they cooked this the way that they did. This is definitely the most unique chicken experience I'll probably ever have. Our second street food stop is a place called Hai Lo, and it makes something called Soy Jing Phao. It's this really cool puffed up glutinous rice ball that is very difficult to make. This is the chef, he just came. We were the first customers in line today, so we get to see him get all dressed and ready to go. It looks like it starts out with this jiggly, doughy looking rice. There's his frying oil. Oh, he's literally just throwing it in there. How on earth is this gonna turn into a perfectly circular ball? He just said that this takes 10 minutes to prepare. 10 minutes of just carefully watching and working this dough. All of this mush that we're looking at right now is supposed to turn into one perfectly circular golden brown crispy rice ball. I don't believe this. It's starting to look fluffier now, almost sort of like the top of a pancake when you're cooking it on the stove. Oh, here we go. It's happening quickly now. It's puffing up, but he has to keep it even. Remember, he wants it to be a perfect circle. This is something I don't fully understand the technique on. Now it's looking like a pita. Oh my God, this is so cool. This is so nuts. The last step here is for him to get it nice and golden brown, and then off to the side to let some of that oil drain off. And this is it, a beautiful puffed glutinous.
It's just air. It's just air and bread on the outside.
Rice ball. That was amazing. How incredible is that? And the fact that it holds its shape is just unbelievable to me.
10 minutes.
So to prepare the ball, they actually come to your table and she's gonna push it all down. And then it looks like she's just gonna cut it up into a bunch of different pieces so that it's bite-sized. It's suddenly sort of looking like I ordered a plate of nachos. It's served with some sweet chili sauce, and then you just dip. I love the texture. Kind of like mochi. When you bite, there's a beautiful, perfect crunch and crisp on the outside. And then, if you look on the inside, that's where it's chewy. It's almost sort of like Brazilian cheese bread on the inside. Visually, this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen made, and the texture is what makes it so incredibly special. We've moved on to Turkey, where I'm here with my friend Ruhi to try doner. The name of this restaurant is Karadeniz Doner, and it's one of the most famous places to get doner in all of Turkey. What does doner mean in Turkish?
It means revolving.
What we're looking at here is this giant vertical rotisserie with stacks of meat and then little pockets of lamb fat, and it's just streaming with juice.
It's a very fat meat. It's the most beloved and most famous street food in Turkey.
Fun fact I looked up about this place, there's 100 kilograms of meat on there in the morning. 220 pounds of meat sitting on that spit.
And by 4 p.m., the
Might be a hot take, but street food is better than like restaurant food. Yo, sue me, bro. I don't care.
Meat is completely finished. This is the most famous way to go. It's called tombik, which means fatty.
First, he's putting some fresh tomatoes on there.
Fatty.
Some cucumber. Now they're adding the meat on. We ordered 100 grams of meat, and then we take it. Let's talk about the sandwich really fast.
As you see, there are a lot of stuff inside. Usually, they may add toppings, but here they don't add it because they trust their meat quality.
The first thing I taste is the lamb fat because the fat coats your whole mouth. I almost get more of a lamb flavor than I get beef. I would love a sauce with this, something creamy, maybe a little bit acidic with it, but honestly, I can understand why you would want the flavor of the beef to speak for itself.
Is it worth the hype?
I mean, we both keep eating it, so it must be pretty good, right? You also grab this drink that's traditional to eat with doner. It's like a yogurt.
That looks like yogurt, yeah.
What's funny is the drink is kind of the description that I just said in a sauce. It smells like yogurt. That's really nice. We're gonna save a little bit of space and go try one more Turkish street food. Our second street food stop is fish sandwiches, probably the second most famous street food in all of Turkey. What is this place called?
Derya balık ekmek.
As you can see, they're literally cooking these on a floating boat. The chef has invited us onto the boat.
That's
It's
cool.
very rocky. And they're gonna show us how they make these fish sandwiches.
These are mackerel fish. They are deep sea fish and contain a lot of fat.
It smells amazing. He's keeping it so simple, huh? Just one flip, that's it. It actually makes sense that the only ingredient is mackerel because it's already very salty, so you don't need anything more.
Do you want to flip the fish?
Oh, this is exciting. Look at the crust that he's getting on these things. It's actually fun rocking back and forth because it kind of adds another dimension. I actually might stay here. Can you hire me full time? So to build these, it's really simple. He puts on the mackerel, he peels off the spine so there's no bones, and then they top it all off with onions and lettuce, give it a little wrap, and hand it
It's just like a Subway, but like insanely sick Subway.
off to the customers
On a
on the
boat.
other side. I'm excited to eat this. The sandwich is beautiful. It's very rustic. The bread is nice and toasty and charred on the bottom. Just a little drop of lemon juice.
I love this.
It's prepared really, really well. And the vibes are awesome.
Do you want to know how many of these they sell a day?
800.
You were right. They sell around 700 or 800.
I'm now in Malaysia where I flew all the way here just to try durian, the king of all fruit in Southeast Asia. And they sell it all across the country at street stands
swear I've seen
everywhere.
that.
You look
Oh, had
left,
that.
you look right, there's durian. This fruit is illegal in most hotels and public transportation because of the smell, which is sort of like onions and hot garbage. It smells terrible. This is my friend Sam. He's from Malaysia and he knows lots and lots about durian, so he's gonna help us learn all about the fruit. Are these all different types?
Yeah, they are all different. It's like cheese. You have blue cheese, you have mozzarella. So it same goes to durian.
So they all taste kind of
Mozzarella.
different.
They are all very different.
This is called XO.
XO.
It hurts to hold. Look at my hands. Those are all just spikes from holding it for about 10 seconds.
It's not that bad.
So what's a red prawn durian?
The flesh is more red in color.
Musang King is the most famous durian. Even I have heard a lot about
Yeah.
the Musang King. This one looks like the most expensive.
A lot of people like this because they taste sweeter.
Oh, it smells so bad. Should we get one of all of them? He's slicing off the stem. It's really satisfying watching him open it. He's making it look really easy, but it's sort of a confusing fruit to learn how to cut.
I've eaten durians all my life. I can't do what he does.
Oh my god, it smells so bad. Why are we putting on gloves?
So the smell doesn't stay on your finger.
What?
Are you excited?
No.
I am. And I'm excited to see that you're not excited.
We're starting with XO, which is the most mild, kind of light in color durian. This is the entry level durian.
After you.
How do I do it?
Oh, you're smart. Cheers.
That is horrible.
That is so good.
It's disgusting. I don't even want to swallow it. If I hold it in my mouth and really try to think about it, I kind of taste a little bit of a candy-like taste.
Then you start to like it.
Nope. If I eat it with my nose shut, it's not as bad. Interesting. I just got a sort of a burst of jackfruit, like a juicy fruit gum. Okay, I actually just had a good bite of it. I kind of like it.
Right. Finally.
The smelly stinkiness kind of went away, and now I almost taste like this sort of really soft, milky, creamy, custardy.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even smell it anymore.
Malaysia, we did it. The second one is red prawn. This will taste a little bit sweet
I like this one a lot better, actually.
because this is a sweet one.
Sweet, delicious. I will say, my mouth is itchy just a little bit, so I'm probably slightly allergic.
4 pieces will not kill you, I guess.
Are you a doctor? Number 3 is the blackthorn. This one is the most expensive, but not the strongest in flavor.
Yes.
What an interesting, crazy looking fruit. It's got that thin layer of skin on the outside, and when you peel that back, it's just basically a layer of custard, of frosting.
Just looks like cheese, bro. I'm not a fan of how that looks.
I don't like this one. I'm getting hot garbage again. I think you're going a little bit backward for me.
Be patient.
Wait a second. Fruity, I get fruity now. Can we move on to the king of all durian,
Yeah.
the Musang King? I don't even mind the smell anymore, I guess.
Ah, that's the way.
I guess.
This one is so yellow, like the outside of a banana. This one I don't like as much. I don't like the Musang King, but I like durian. I want to go to my next street food stop. I'm now in South Korea with my friend Suho. He's the lead singer of one of the biggest K-pop groups in all of Korea, and together we're going to be trying the viral Korean corn dog. If you've never seen what those look like, they have a really big cheese pull.
Crispy on the outside, juicy and tender on the inside.
They have a very simple setup. Some prepped hot dogs with the cheese on the end of the hot dog. We've got some dough right here that they dip it in, and then sweet potato.
Okay, that actually looks good.
Potato, yeah. And then breadcrumbs?
Yeah, breadcrumbs.
First step, he's rolling up the hot dog in the dough, coating it in sweet potato,
Into the breadcrumbs.
and then right into the oil for frying. That's fast. Wow, look at that. He's shaking off all the excess oil, and it's finished. What's he doing now?
He rolls on the sugar
Why sugar?
because it's good. You can add ketchup and mustard or sweet chili.
On the sugar.
Yeah, just do it.
Okay.
I will show you first.
Mustard, little ketchup, kind of a lot of ketchup.
And if you like spicy, sweet chili.
You like spicy?
Yeah, because I'm Korean.
I'm gonna go ketchup, then some mustard, and because tonight I'm Korean, sweet chili. Whose looks better, mine or yours?
Mine.
How
Damn.
long can I go? Oh! I didn't get any hot dog yet because there's only been cheese so far. Can I go like this?
I don't think so.
What if I just tried? See, I got a little bit of the dog. This is a lot better than I thought it would be. It's got so many different textures.
How's the sugar? You really worried about the sugar?
I don't really taste the sugar.
Most of Korean like 단짠, sweet and salty.
This little shack right here is our second stop. What is this? Tteokbokki.
Spicy rice cake. This is the most traditional Korean street food. Are you good with
Is that
spicy
chips?
food?
Yes?
Are you sure?
No. It's almost 11 p.m.
Yeah.
There's a line.
Yeah, this is normal. It opens 24 hours.
All day, all night.
All night.
That's what I love about street
Bro, give them a break, buddy. What in the slavery is this? Chill out.
food. There's so many people here. It's 11 p.m., but there's a crowd. This is the
Rice
rice
cake,
cakes?
yeah.
It looks like pasta. What is that? What's she putting in there?
Sugar.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And then what is that over there?
Blood pork sausage. One of my favorite food.
This?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we pick it ourselves?
Yeah, yeah.
This is like a buffet. I love
Yeah,
this.
right.
Okay. Is this French toast? What is this?
Fried bread.
She makes it a little bit crispy again. Is she gonna put it in there?
Yeah, put it there and
What?
mix.
She's cutting it into bite-sized chunks. And now the rice cakes.
Yeah.
A little extra sauce on the top. What is this?
It's a fish cake soup. Oh, and blood pork sausage.
Why did you order the sausage?
Trust me. Trust me.
So this right here is the most popular street food snack in Korea.
Yeah.
The spicy rice cake. The texture on these is just so good.
Yeah.
I could see
That
why
looks
you
good.
want to sit hunched over a warm bowl and just eat it all night long. Just the right amount of spice.
Not
right?
that spicy at all.
What is this?
Special food for you. If you don't try this, you can't say I tried Korean food.
I don't often get scared to try stuff, but I'm not excited to try that. I don't like that at all. It tastes like hard meat flavored jello.
You can have it like this with the sauce.
Did not change it. It just tastes the same, but with the sauce. Cheers. First time I've done a cheers with fish cake soup. There's just one more street food I couldn't visit Korea without trying, and that is the dalgona candy from Squid Game. I also brought along my friend Doobie to compete against me in this challenge. Believe it or not, this is the exact store they use for making all the dalgona candy in the Netflix show Squid Game.
It's a legendary
wow.
spot. So the way we do this, Nick, is we sit down and choose which shape we want our dalgona to be. I think we should go for an umbrella so that we have equal chances.
The way this is made is really simple. He starts with some sugar and melts it over this really small butane stove.
And then he takes his chopstick, dips it into the baking soda, and just a little bit is enough to make it puff up into this beautiful dalgona.
Oh wow, the way he threw it on the counter is crazy. Now he presses the mold onto the top of it and then
Ooh,
pushes
that's
in whatever
very
cookie cutter
satisfying.
shape you choose. That is beautiful, but also supposedly the hardest shape, right?
Yeah, it is.
Whoever finishes faster wins. If yours breaks, you're disqualified. And also no licking. 3, 2, 1, go. This is so intense. Oh my gosh.
Can you stop talking? It's actually getting in my way. Disqualified. Too easy.
That was so embarrassing.
See, you gotta work in pieces.
I thought I was gonna win very easily. I feel like I just got hustled. I want you to listen and hear how incredibly brittle this is.
It's like movie glass. You get a, what do you call it? One of those trophies for participating.
We've now taken a quick trip south of the border to visit Birria,
Mexico.
a famous
Finally, somewhere that's not in Asia. Mexico.
taco truck serving birria tacos from Tijuana, Mexico. I've also brought along my friend Cooj.
I
to
love
help me.
tacos.
We're gonna take a quick peek inside to see how the kitchen runs, and then we'll eat tacos. This is Jose. He's the owner. Where are you from?
Puebla, Mexico.
Can we see the kitchen?
Yeah, of course, come. We sell only birria, only one meat in this store. No,
That's it. This looks and smells so crazy good.
This is the birria. We cook them for 5 hours. We start with boiling water, then we add in the meat, the guajillo, blended guajillo, and all
So
the
good.
spices, all our secrets.
You have secrets.
Yeah, this is the fat from the beef.
This is the consomme.
Oh, that's silky smooth.
You skim all the fat off the top to use to cook the tortillas on the griddle.
That's why it's red.
There's 4 different cuts of beef in here. This right here is the foot of the cow. This is the beef shank. This right here is top round. And this is brisket.
Not a lot of people use brisket for birria.
No.
It's too much money.
The cost,
Yeah, they're cheap. This guy ain't cheap.
It's true.
You don't often hear of tacos having this many different types of meat mixed into just one. So that's what makes yours so special.
I believe.
You can even break it apart with your hands. So you chop up all the beef and now you put it into this pot here. You don't want it to be dry, so you add in some of that consomme. And remember, this is a blend of 4 different types of beef now. Tons of flavor in there. You dip these corn tortillas into the consomme fat.
Look at the finesse he's got on those tacos.
Next, we add in the mozzarella cheese.
And now you got the beef. Oh, you're putting a lot of beef on these, huh?
They don't cheap out.
Adding on a little bit of that cilantro onion mix.
Basically,
That
it's
looks
salad.
really
And then a
good.
little bit of hot sauce.
How many tacos do you think you go through a night?
Weekdays like 700, but weekends over 1,000 tacos.
Wow. Look
big.
at these.
Then we come over.
I feel like I can make that at home. Like, is that too crazy? Like, I don't know. I feel like I could. That's probably the most realistic thing I can make at home.
Here,
You like to put a little extra hot sauce on top at the end.
Yeah.
Cheese.
piece of lemon.
That's it.
That's it, yeah. Let me show you how we do the tostadas.
So you start out with
Tostadas.
cheese.
This is our tostadas.
Homemade tostadas. And you flip.
You see the color.
Look at that. Smells unbelievable.
Onions and cilantro, yeah.
This is Tijuana style right here.
Yeah.
Little cheese to finish and a lime. I don't know which one I'm more excited for. The finishing touch here for birria tacos is that consomme.
We started with onions, cilantro, sauce, lime.
Squeeze that bad boy.
Oh, you put some meat in there.
Yeah.
So it's almost like chili.
The last step is you just pour consomme right over the top and
yeah.
fill it up. Jose, show us how to eat. How is it done?
You dip it in the consomme.
Boom. Big bite. That's how it's done. I'm gonna get a big dip on mine here. Look at that.
That looks really good.
That's amazing. You gotta have your legs open when you eat these, Jose, or you're gonna get covered.
Jose, what are you putting in this? My mouth's on fire.
This has the perfect texture. It's got the perfect balance of flavor. Just spicy enough, but not too spicy. What do you think?
I'm not coming up for air, so it must be good.
I want to hear a good crunch on one of these tostadas as well. You ready? You hear that? Honestly, Jose, might be my favorite taco I've ever had.
You made me so happy.
Go subscribe.
Do your thing, cuz.
Wow. You know what? Great video. Now it just made me hungry, bro. Okay. My favorite meal? 100%. Oh, I don't know. The tacos might be second, and that rice thing in Thailand, I think might be first. But, yep. Cheers.